Okay, so after dicking around with all these goggles, flying the new Inductrix around the house for a while, checking things out, screwing with all the features and whatnot, I've come to a conclusion, and I'm going to tell you which goggle you should get. And the answer is, it depends, right? Basically, the biggest difference between the two, like a lot of people mentioned, is a 16 by 9 versus 4 by 3. Which, you can switch this to 4 by 3 no problem, and you lose a little screen real estate on the sides, which I don't mind actually, because I actually found it difficult to get the entire width of the 16 by 9 screen in focus with the IPD adjustments. So trimming off the sides it actually helped with that a little bit, because then I could bring both of the IPD sliders in just a tad, and that would get pretty much the whole screen in focus, which was good. What else? I have to say the HD3s, the screen looks a lot better than the HD2s right here. There is still a little bit of blurriness towards the very edges, but you have to look clear at the edge of the screen to see it, so it's never an issue at all when you're flying or actually using the goggles and not just scrutinizing them, as compared to the HD2s, where I felt like I had to get the IPD adjustment in the exact right place to have most of the middle in focus, but then the edges were still kind of blurry. So that's definitely better on the HD3s. As far as clarity between the two, the Commanders are just a tad sharper. Like I sat here in my kitchen looking at all the sharp edges of the cabinets and the molding and the counter edge and everything. All these little sharp edges to really get a good idea of the sharpness and clarity of the screen. And yeah, the Commanders are slightly sharper, but it's not a major difference at all. The biggest difference that I see between the two screens, and just to make sure that this wasn't because of receiver setups, I used my FR632 here and plugged that up to both of them so that I was displaying the same signal, right, to my eyes or whatever. And the biggest difference between the two is the HD3s tended to get washed out in bright areas. As I was flying earlier when it was brighter, and as I flew by the windows, the video would get washed out in those areas. But the Commanders handled that much better, and probably as a result, the color is a little bit better in the Commanders than it is in the HD3s. So really, that's probably the biggest difference to me. But I'm still torn. I still don't know which ones I'm gonna keep. Neither one of them fit exactly perfect. The HD3s wrap around my face a little too much and press on the sides, whereas the Commanders feel really flat and just kind of they're just sitting on in front of my face and more open on the sides. So neither one of those is better than the other. They're just different. Feature-wise, Commanders is cool that it's got diversity built in, but I also like all the stuff I can do with a LaForge module in Dominators. So again, it's a give and take there. They're just different. I don't think either one is better than the other. What else? I mean, they both have DVR, kind of all the same adjustments or whatever. I don't know, the foam, they both come with two different foams, and they're slightly different, but they're both similar in that they both have a base layer of some denser foam with some less dense foam on top of it. They both kind of have that. They both come with two pieces of foam. I don't know. Dominators come with a battery. Commanders don't, but then again, one has a receiver, one doesn't. So again, different, but not necessarily better. So really, I think a lot of it just comes down to that video quality. That I need to fly them outside tomorrow and see if the difference is as noticeable there as it was here flying inside. Um, so maybe I'll do that and come back with the second video, maybe hopefully a conclusion and know which one I'll keep, because I don't really want to sit on $800 worth of goggles. Um, Actually more, since I have 4, but whatever, the 2 brand new ones. So there you go. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now with this and what I think. So I don't know if that helps anybody at all, but that's where I'm at right now. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'll try and answer them as best I can, and hopefully this helped out. So there you go.